Hey guys, so we're doing another eyeshadow quad review. Today we're moving on from Tom Ford. We're moving over into Chanel, and I've got the brand new Blurry Green Eyeshadow Quad. So I'm going to be giving you some swatches of this quad. I'm also going to be applying it, but I don't really have anything in my collection that is similar to this particular quad, so I won't be doing any comparison swatches, but please let me know down below in the comment section if you think that there is another quad out there that you think maybe similar to this. If I have it, I will compare it. Wow, Chanel, Tom Ford too, but Chanel has really been dropping a lot of new releases on us. They kind of snuck these new quads in on their site, and one of you on Instagram, actually, thank you very much, kind of tipped me off to these. You were like, what are these? And I said, I don't know, but they looked really nice to me. So there are 4 new blurry, quote unquote, blurry eyeshadow quads. So there's a blurry green, a blurry mauve, a blurry gray, and a blurry blue. So I purchased all of them except for the blurry blue because I feel like I have a lot of blue eyeshadow for someone who doesn't wear blue eyeshadow very often. So I just kind of skipped out on that one. And then I originally ordered the gray and the mauve, and I asked you guys which ones you would want to see me review first because the green was sold out. But then the green came back into stock. I picked it up. And so I thought I would go ahead and start with this one. It shows that it's still out of stock on the Chanel site. I don't know if they're going to be getting any more in stock. I don't know if these are going to be showing up other places. I'm not even exactly sure if these are limited edition or not. I don't think these are limited edition, but I just don't know. Usually if you go onto the Chanel site and you go to the product and then you pick your color, once you choose your color, it will show up like whether it's new, whether it's limited edition, if it's in stock, if it's out of stock, things like that. So when I go to Blurry Green, it says that it's new. It doesn't say that it's limited edition, but it does say it's sold out. But I do know that the Blurry Mauve and the Blurry Gray and the Blurry Blue are still in stock as I film. I don't know what's going to happen. But I thought I would start with Blurry Green because this did seem to be of the most interest to you guys, but I will definitely be doing videos on the Blurry Mauve and the Blurry Gray as well. Okay, wow, that was a lot of talking. Let's just go ahead and take a close look at these shades. So here are the 4 shades in here, and my first observation was I felt like the shades were even more toned down in person than they appear on the website. Like the lower left-hand corner, that green is the brightest green, or I should say the brighter green in this quad, but it's not quite as bright as I thought it was going to be because of the picture that they show on the Chanel site. I really thought it was going to be like a brighter, kind of like grassier leafy green, and it's not. It's definitely much more subdued. So that was actually a pleasant surprise to me because this is definitely a green, a tone of green that I would wear more often than something that's brighter and lighter. Let's go ahead and take a look at some swatches of these 4 shades. So I swatched them going across the top from left to right and then the bottom left to right. And these are all really smooth, buttery feeling. I think they swatch really well. We'll see how they perform in just a second. I love the color story. The shades are really beautiful. I think they work well together. I love the finish. They have a really kind of frosty satin kind of finish. There is like just a hint of micro glitter in there. They're not micro glittery at all, but when I look at my swatches, I see like a few little, specks here and there, but very, very minimal. All right, I have a couple of my Chanel brushes here that, I don't use enough. I actually really enjoy them. They are synthetic fibers, and they're double-ended, and they're really handy. So I have the Blender shader brush here. I'm gonna use the blender side, and I'm gonna start by going into this top left-hand shade. And oh, I should mention, so I'm doing a foundation wear test, so I don't really have that much makeup on. I just have the foundation, and then I have some cream blush on, and that's it. Oh, and some eyebrow stuff, and that's it. So I don't have any concealer down. I don't have my regular concealer and setting powder down on my eyelids. I'm just going straight in over the foundation. I really kind of want to see how this foundation works out. It's the new Tom Ford Flawless Glow Foundation, so I'm not sure which video is going to go up first. This one probably, because I have to do a full day wear test for that, and I won't be able to edit it until later. So that will be coming up. So anyway, that's what's going on my lid right now. I only have that foundation down. So again, I'm going in with that blender side and working that into my socket line area and the outer corner here. All right, that was incredibly easy to apply and blend out. I really love it. I love this color. It has just a little bit of warmth. It's not too orangey on my lids, which is great. I'm gonna go in with this green down here. I'm just dying to use it. I'm gonna use the shader side of this brush. I'm just gonna add this to the outer corner here. And I'm kind of focusing that a little bit further in and a little bit lower than that first shade. So that first shade is kind of like framing the green. Wow, I did not dip this brush into the green at all. In fact, you can see that I only tapped it right there. That's a lot of pigment. And see how deep it is? You know, it's really something I thought that was going to be like a much brighter green on my lid. And I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy that it's like a very kind of dramatic green. So I'm taking my blender side with no additional shadow. I'm just going to blend this green out a little bit. All right, there's the green on my lids. I think you can get a sense of how like sooty it is and how deep the undertone is. I mean, you can see that it's green, definitely, when the light is on it, but I feel like once it kind of falls into the shadow, it really looks kind of gray. I'm taking my xoxo, this is a white Canadian squirrel hairbrush, and I think this is the medium size. And I'm gonna go into this taupey shade and apply that to the inner portion of my lid and bring it over towards the green. I'm going to take this blender again and just pick up a little bit of this first shade, just a teensy bit, just so I can blend this all out a little bit. I'm going to take my Sonia G Pencil 1 brush. This is the original brush, so this is not her new Pencil 1 brush, but the old one. And I'm going to go into this shade here, and I'm going to line my eyes. All right, that is it for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and like finish up my look, and I will be right back to talk a little bit more about this quad. All right, I am back. I actually didn't add that much more. Actually, I didn't add any eye makeup. I haven't been wearing mascara the past, I wanna say a couple days, but it's probably been a week, almost a week at this point. Only because of my allergies. My eyes have been so itchy, and I don't know, I just don't want to like keep adding stuff on top of it. So I've been avoiding mascara. So I just have, you know, the quad on, and I threw on some lipstick. I actually have the new Tom Ford Lip Spark in Thrust on my lips. I really like it. I didn't know if I was gonna like these lip sparks. I thought for sure I was either gonna love them or not like them at all, and I kind of love them. I have Thrust and Surge, but anyway, those are coming up in a video, so stay tuned for that. Back to the eyeshadow quad. So I just want to kind of give you my 2 cents about this quad. I really, really love the shades in this quad. I feel like the story of all of these blurry Chanel quads is if you were to take kind of like I don't know, like a normally pigmented eyeshadow quad, and then if you were to just take the saturation down, like, you know, when you bring a picture into Instagram and you take the saturation down and it just starts to look closer and closer to black and white. I feel like that's what and I keep looking over there because the blurry mauve and gray are over there, but that's what all of these quads look like to me. Like the saturation has just been turned down a lot, so there's a lot of gray undertone. Even when I look at a shade like this in the pan, I think, oh, it's gonna be like golden, it's gonna have a little bit of like taupiness in there or whatever. It's gonna be kind of like the light bright shade in the quad. It really has, I don't know if you can see it, but can you see how it has kind of like a grayish undertone in there? That's what I have kind of on my inner lids there. There really isn't a lot of like brightness going on in any of these quads actually. And I think this is just such an interesting release to have for like spring, summer. For fall, I think these are perfect. They're just dead on. This is the mood that I'm in come fall, winter. I just want everything to kind of be like grayed out and blanked out. But for spring, summer, I definitely prefer things that are like, you know, glowier and bronzy and golden and things like that. And while I really love this color story, like this just speaks to my heart, I just don't know if I'm going to reach for it that often. I think time will tell. But these are just, you know, some of my rambling thoughts that I'm having while I look at this one and the other two that I have. So let me know your thoughts down below on these quads, the color story, the timing of it. I'd really like to hear what you guys think. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.